Alright, welcome to a how to level up video. This is for wild mode, and it's actually got me to Diamond 5. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Diamond 5. Sorry, I was thinking of rank 5. But yeah, pretty good. Diamond 5 last season. So that was what? May 21. So this deck's pretty cool. It's obviously a hero power mage, and it's pretty custom. I put in a few custom legendaries in it as I've got them. For instance, this is really good. So there's a few different pieces to this. We've only got 3 spells, so we've got the Book of Spectres and we've got 2 Wildfires. So one good thing you can do is combo your Wildfire with your Vargoth. So that means that at any point you're going to have 4 damage with your hero power. So remember, if you've got, like, for instance, a Koldara Drake and you've got 10 mana, that's 40 damage direct to face. So that's pretty powerful. There's lots of things. I did actually experiment with some interesting Reckless Apprentice decks beforehand, which I haven't really shown, but because if you get you can actually get if you use a combination of the 1/3 that change the Murloc that changes your hero power, you can actually get the Hunter hero power, and it will actually do damage to face for every single shot. So if they have a huge wide board, then you could power it up. There is a way to do it. I found it wasn't that reliable. This is more reliable, but it's still worth noting that this card with Hunter hero power is unbelievably powerful. So it might be worth thinking about that in the future if there's different ways to get hero powers. There's been a few cards that copy the hero power, swap the hero power, etc. So, but anyway, back to this deck. This deck is this. It just works really well. Like against anything other than super fast aggro, you should be able to draw through your deck. Another good thing as well is that Book of Spectres. You can normally play this pretty early because you only have 2 other spells. Pretty unlikely you're going to hit the Wildfire. Of course, you will sometimes, but if you just have 2 mana, could just play it. It's a very good percentage chance you're not going to hit it. So that's useful. In general, if you get a Wildfire early on, just play it early on because that will take out 2 health minions. Obviously, it's yeah, and I obviously haven't mentioned it is obviously an even mage as well. So pretty useful. Garrison Command, again, you can play that early. You don't have to necessarily combo it that well. Could do 8 damage at the end though, so worth it. Tournament Medic as well. I actually quite like this card. It has a lot of health for what it does. And combo these two, very powerful healing. It's like priest level healing. Won't always get to do that. It depends how long the game goes. This is obviously a great finisher. And often your opponent won't think, like, if you just have, say, 2 or 3 damage on board and they've got like 13 health, they probably won't think you can just one-shot them. Oftentimes you can just catch them out and one-shot them with that. Frost Giant could keep it early on. You can sometimes it works amazingly well, obviously, with Reckless Apprentice. And Astromancer, again, early drop. There's a decent amount of early drops, so you can see 13 cards at 2 mana, so you're going to have something early to play. It's probably why it did so well. Obviously get more draw with Panthara as well. Thalnos, honestly, I'm not sure what the point of Thalnos is. Like, if we look at draw here, I definitely didn't need to put it there. In a way, Cram Session might be a better card. There's lots of like slight changes you could make. You could also potentially put in Loot Hoarder there. So different ways to do it. I just like to put Thalnos in the deck. It doesn't really make a huge amount of difference. Could potentially also swap it with Research Project if you wanted a bit more draw. But yeah, a couple of other options for your 2 mana draw engine there. Normally it won't make much difference, but you never know, right? This is actually a card that I could put in. This is another way to get draw. Again, but it's only for secrets. Obviously, Springwater was good when it was 4 mana as well. So, Keysmith, really good card this. It's very situational and it often can do some good work. Another way to get some health back as well. Reno, I find, like, can actually be kind of clutch, actually, like right at the end of the game. If it's just getting to that point where they're building up the board, you might have already done 10 damage and you're still like holding on to your Fire Eye here. So if you've already done 10 damage, you don't necessarily need to. It does, obviously, having that powerful hero power is good. But if you could potentially do it, clear their board, and then maybe get in the Fire Eye the turn after. If it's literally at that point, This I also quite like. Just gives you a bit more card draw. Same with this, gives you a few extra cards. Just getting a few extra legendaries can be the difference. I've always liked these cards. I always liked the cards for Rogue as well, like Face Collector and stuff like that. That was like a thing that I thought was cool. Just discovering more legendary cards can't be a bad thing, right? The main thing to do, though, is to get your wildfires so you can increase your hero power. And that is what Star Scryer is for. So, opening hand, you're going to definitely want to keep Star Scryer or Wildfire. Doomsayer, maybe. Book of Spectres, you can also keep. Anything really up here. Vargoth, you're going to want to keep. And depending on the situation, you might want to keep Apprentice or you might want to keep Frost Giant. Most of the other stuff you don't keep, though. And yeah, it's just a really fun deck to play. Should get you to rank 5 diamond. So thanks for watching.